Muletrain. Muletrain.
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Wednesday, February the 25th, 2015, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
The Muleshoe City Council has called a special session for Friday evening at 6:30 in the council chambers at City Hall, and the only item on the agenda is to order a special election for the city of Muleshoe for the legal sale of all alcoholic beverages for off-premises consumption only, and that is to be held on May the 9th when the city has an election already. Now, the petition for this to be put on the ballot for May the 9th has not been turned in to the city council as yet, but the petition will have to be turned in by 5 o'clock on Thursday afternoon with at least 211 signatures on it, according to City Secretary Leanne Gallman, and how they come at that number is 35% of the registered voters in the city limits of Muleshoe that voted in the last gubernatorial election, and that comes out to 211 that must sign that petition before 5 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. Then the city secretary will have to go through each one of the names to be sure that they live within the city limits of Muleshoe and that they are registered voters. And the last time we had a election for the legal sale of alcoholic beverages for off-premises consumption was on May the 9th, 2009. And the vote was for 414 against 543. Now that was 129 votes different. And that was ordered by the city council. And that was held during a city scheduled election 6 years ago. Then on November the 4th, 6 months earlier, 2008, the county-wide election was held on the same proposition, selling alcoholic beverages county-wide in Bailey County, and the county commissioners ordered that, and that was an election in the regular November election, and it was against 1,241 votes and for 979, and that was a difference of 262 votes. So we have not had an election for 6 years now for this alcohol sales in the city of Muleshoe. And that is the meeting of the city council that is a special session for this Friday evening at 6:30 at the council chambers in City Hall to order a special election for the legal sale of alcoholic beverages for off-premises consumption only in the city limits of Muleshoe, and that election would be held May the 9th. Well, the Muleshoe Mules boys basketball team are by-district champs by beating at Amarillo Tascosa High School gym on Tuesday night, Spearman 52-42. Congratulations to the Muleshoe Mules. The Muleshoe Mules will play the Kermit Yellow Jackets in the area boys basketball playoff game Friday night at 7 o'clock at Plains. Tickets will be $5 for adults and $3 for students. The Mules will be the home team, according to Coach David Wood. And we will be there with Bob Graves and Robert Reynolds to film highlights of that game between Muleshoe and Kermit. The Lady Mules went all the way to the quarterfinals of region this year, so much further than they have in the last 5 years, and they did lose to their district foes at the USA Arena in Texas Tech at Lubbock last night on Tuesday. Shallowater Phillies 49, the Lady Mules of Muleshoe 35. But we are so proud of our Lady Mules and congratulate them and their coaches. Now that's all in 3A. Now also in boys games, Kermit in 3A beat Slayton 68-41. And that means the Mules will now play Kermit in the area round of playoffs. Brownfield 99, Crane 62, Dimmitt from our district 70, River Road 48, Wall 54, Colorado City 41. After the Lady Mules game, the Shallowater boys played Highland Park and they won the Mustangs 77 and Highland Park 54. Denver City Mustangs beat Alpine 79-55. Childress beat our foes of Littlefield 75-53. Idalou 52, Torneo 40. That's all in 3A in boys. Other boys scores, Farwell, our neighbors, won their game in 2A, 79 over New Deal 67. Stratford 73, Shamrock 51, Happy 82, Crest 28, Whitharrow 47, and Meadow 42, and that was an overtime victory for Whitharrow. In 4A, Seminole 72, Fabens 51, Leveland 79, Barger 72. That was all in by district. Now in girls regional quarterfinals, other than the Muleshoe Lady Mules game, in 5A, Plainview 55, El Paso Eastlake 40, Canyon 47, El Paso Burgess 36. 4I, Seminole 69, Bushland 47. Idalou moves on in 3I. They beat Roosevelt 61-38. Jim Ned 40, Cisco 36. Wall girls 54, Breckenridge 48. And we want to say good luck to both our Muleshoe Mules and the Shallowater Phillies as they move on in the playoffs. And the Mules will be playing Kermit in the area later this week. It was interesting to note on Tuesday night at the United Supermarket Arena on the Tech campus in Lubbock that Morgan Bennett wore number 23 for the Phillies of Shallowater. She's a point guard for them, and Morgan is the granddaughter of Pat Angeli of Muleshoe. Her mother is the former Crystal Angeli, now Crystal Bennett of Shallowater, and a Muleshoe High School graduate. Of course, she has an aunt here in Muleshoe also, Tiffany Boning. And also on the Shallowater Phillies, Summer Pearson is related to Ruby Henderson of Muleshoe. So they had some Muleshoe roots there playing for the Phillies of Shallowater. Due to the forecast of inclement weather later this week here in Muleshoe, the Muleshoe High School tennis meet has been canceled for Thursday, and the Olton junior high and high school track meets have also been canceled for Thursday and Friday at Olton. And now it is time for 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications to bring you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity.
And this weather forecast brought to you today by 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications, where they support the Mules as they continue on in the playoffs, along with the great Lady Mules basketball run to the regional quarterfinals. 302 Uvalde Street, 272-5533. Your total connection, 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications, backing all of our area athletes. Looking at our weather forecast, today will be a very nice day on Wednesday in the Muleshoe area with highs in the 50s and near 60 degrees. But later today, a cold front will slip through the area and bring a very changing weather here for the Muleshoe area. Mostly sunny today. Again, a high near 58 degrees. West-northwest winds around 10 miles per hour. Then tonight, a 40% chance of snow after midnight. Increasing clouds with a low tonight around 25 degrees. Northeast winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. New snow accumulations of less than half an inch possible overnight. And again, the snow chances are after midnight tonight. A 30% chance of snow on Thursday, mainly before noon. Cloudy with a high only tomorrow on Thursday around 31 degrees. New snow accumulations of less than half an inch possible. Snow likely Thursday night, mainly after midnight. Cloudy with a low around 12. Wind chill values as low as 1 below zero. East wind between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation Thursday night is 70%. A 50% chance of snow on Friday. Cloudy with a high near 24 degrees, so extremely cold on Friday. The high will be 31 on Thursday. 24 on Friday, so get ready. We're going to get some extremely cold weather here. Southeast wind between 10 and 15 miles per hour on Friday during the day with a 50% chance of snow. Then Friday night, a 30% chance of snow. Cloudy with a low around 16. Southeast winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Saturday, another slight chance of snow, mainly before noon. Then a slight chance of rain after noon on Saturday. Mostly cloudy with a high near 44 degrees, so it'll warm up quite a bit between Friday and Saturday. High around 44 on Saturday during the day. A slight chance of rain Saturday night, mostly cloudy, low around 32. A slight chance of rain on Sunday, partly sunny, high near 54 degrees. Sunday night, a slight chance of rain and snow, mostly cloudy, low around 32. So a beautiful day today. On Wednesday, high near 58 degrees and mostly sunny. Then later today, toward the end of the afternoon and early evening, a cold front will move through and we'll have a 40% chance of snow after midnight tonight and several more days of snow chances and very cold weather. Again, the high on Thursday should only be around 31 degrees here in Muleshoe. High on Friday around 24. 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
And congratulations from these Muleshoe Mule merchants to the by-district Muleshoe Mule champs, and also to our Lady Mules who have had a wonderful playoff run this season of 2015. And they will be bringing you the highlights of the Lady Mules game with the Shallowater Lady Phillies, or the Phillies of Shallowater, and also the area championship game of the Muleshoe Mules. Lee Al's Tortilla Factory, Irrigation Pumps and Power Incorporated, the Muleshoe State Bank, the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Independent School District, K&K Pharmacy, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Vic Coker Land Company, Precure Electric, Shipman Body Shop, Barrett Potato Farms, H&R Block, Frying Cox, and 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. It's only because of these Lady Mule and Muleshoe Mule merchants that we are able to show you the highlights of the Tuesday night game between the Phillies and the Lady Mules in the regional quarterfinals from Tech. And it'll be up Wednesday afternoon here, rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 on our website, muleshoetv.com, our Twitter, and also Facebook /Gil Lim. And also, we will be covering the area championship game for the Muleshoe Mules versus Kermit. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment.
Show your team spirit with the First Bank MasterCard debit card, School Spirit Editions, available now right here in Muleshoe. For the Muleshoe Mules, they also have Dimmitt Bobcats and Bovina cards available as well at the First Bank here in Muleshoe. Go by 202 South Main Street right here in Muleshoe, or call them at 806-272-4515 to find out more about the School Spirit MasterCard debit cards from the First Bank. Earn cash for your school every time you swipe your card. That's the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustang MasterCard debit card, available now at the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street, fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank is member FDIC.
Chips are delicious. Have you been wasting time looking for a good meal? Well, go to Liao's Mexican Restaurant in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard and try the Irma's Special. If you are under 12, try the grilled cheese. You know Liao's in Muleshoe is the original Liao's Mexican restaurant. I highly recommend it. 5 generations of our family have eaten at Liao's. What did you say, Isla? Chips are delicious.
Remember, you're invited for coffee and desserts today on Wednesday, February 25th at 6:30 this evening at the Calvary Baptist Church, 1733 West Avenue C, with Ellis Funeral Homes. They will give you answers and information about planning a simple and affordable celebration of life in advance. The elements of a healing and meaningful ceremony, protecting your family from unnecessary pain, anxiety, and stress, avoiding mistakes families sometimes make during times of grief, and how to save hundreds or even thousands of dollars by planning ahead. That's coffee and desserts with Ellis Funeral Homes is this evening, Wednesday, February the 25th at 6:30 p.m. at the Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. Everyone is welcome at 1733 West Avenue C.
The Muleshoe High School art students of Sandy Chitwood did fantastic at the Regional Visual Arts Scholastic event Saturday at Friendship High School in Wolford. Lariette Adams will now represent Muleshoe High School at the State Art Competition in Dallas, April the 25th and 26th. Gold medals were awarded to Muleshoe art students also, and we will have later this week a complete list of those presentations made. Another Muleshoe High School student in the Fine Arts Department, Blaine Shipman, on Sunday sang with the 2015 High School Honors Performance Series at Carnegie Hall in New York City. Blaine, a senior at MHS, is the son of Heather Garcia and Todd Shipman, both of Muleshoe. The Board of Directors of the Muleshoe Area Hospital District will meet in regular session at 6 o'clock Thursday night in the dining room of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. And among the items on the agenda will be approval and discussion of the agreement between Preferred Management and the Muleshoe Area Hospital District. They will take action on that on Thursday night. Also, there will be an audit, informational report, and action taken. They will approve and discuss banking authority and banking resolution. Physicians' appointments and reappointments will be made by the board. Financial and statistical reports and bad debt will be written off. Administrative reports will be given, and there will be a closed executive session at the end of the hospital district board meeting, and if need be, action regarding executive session and open session at the very end of the meeting, according to Jody Vidana, Administrative Assistant at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. The annual Holy Week services, sponsored by the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance, will be held starting on Sunday evening, March the 29th at 6 o'clock, with the Palm Sunday community-wide service at the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe. And the preaching will be done by Curtis Shelburne, minister of the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ here in Muleshoe, and Robert Black, the music minister of the First Baptist Church, will lead the music. Then on Monday, the Holy Week noontime services will start on March the 30th at 12 noon. This will be in the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall, and the First Baptist Church members will provide the meal. The preacher will be Ruben Acevedo, and the music by Robert Black. Then Tuesday, March the 31st at noon, the service will be in the Fellowship Hall of the First United Methodist Church. The Methodists will provide the meal, and Dr. Stacy Connor will preach, and Sally Messenger will provide the music. Wednesday, April the 1st at noon at the First Baptist Church, the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ members will provide the meal. And Hunter Hawkins, by the way, he is the youth minister at First United Methodist Church, but a student at South Plains College in Levelland, will preach, and the music will be provided by Curtis Shelburne of the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ. The Sunday morning sunrise service will be April the 5th on Easter Sunday at 7:30, and that will be at the City Park, which is right near the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ, there by the basketball court. Refreshments will be served after the sunrise service in the Fellowship Hall of the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ, and Father Sergio Leal will bring the Easter sunrise service message on April the 5th in the Muleshoe City Park. All of this is sponsored by the Muleshoe or the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance. The City of Muleshoe, the Muleshoe Independent School District, and the Muleshoe Area Hospital District board elections will all be held May the 9th, and Friday is the last day to file for a place on all three of these elections, and you file at City Hall, 215 South 1st Street. They're open from 8 until 5 weekdays. And also the City of Muleshoe not only will elect a mayor, but the city will also have 2 special elections reauthorizing the street maintenance sales tax and a charter amendment election as well. The candidates for mayor so far as of Wednesday morning are incumbent Mayor Cliff Black and Irene Mason. Then the Muleshoe Independent School District Board will elect. Oh, and I might say in the city election first, the special election will be held for District 2 councilman and so far the nominees Matt Davis. Now in the school board, District 1, the candidates are Jay Cage, District 4, Sergio Leal, and at-large candidate Jared Lee. In the Muleshoe Area Hospital District, Place 2, Alan Smyer, Place 4, Dana Rasco. Friday is the last day to file as a candidate in all three of these elections. The Immaculate Conception Catholic Church of Muleshoe will serve Lenten fish fry dinners every Friday night, and that is this Friday night through March the 27th from 4:30 until 7. Adult plates are $8, children 10 and under $5, and for free deliveries call 806-272-4167. They'll serve fish, baked potatoes, or French fries, beans, coleslaw, hush puppies, dessert, and drinks. And that is every Friday night through Lent at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church at the Catholic Center at 805 Hickory here in Muleshoe. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment.
Don't miss the Planner Clinic that will be held in Dimmitt at the Castro County Expo on Wednesday, March the 11th, 9 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. The Castro County Expo is at 405 Southeast 4th Street in Dimmitt, sponsored by the AgriLife Extension and Ray Lee Equipment. You need to call by March the 9th, 806-647-3324 Ray Lee Equipment, or the Texas AgriLife Extension, 806-647-4115 to reserve your seat. Register today. There will be limited seating. Catered lunch will be by Danny's Fins and Hens. The speaker will be Missy Bauer, also Dr. Peter Dortray from Texas A&M AgriLife Research and Texas Tech University weed scientist, discussing how to effectively manage your resistant weeds. Adam Hickson, the BASF Corporation, will be addressing innovative solutions to provide optimal level of crop protection at this Planner Clinic on Wednesday, March the 11th in Dimmitt. They will look at other key topics during sessions at this clinic: how to identify a good stand and set your goals for planning execution, how to evaluate the soundness of your planner, how to set your planner for the best performance possible, how to manage weeds in a resistant situation, and how to optimize your crop protection levels with innovative technologies. That's all going on Wednesday, March the 11th, 9 a.m. in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon at the Castro County Expo in Dimmitt, 405 Southeast 4th Street. Seating is limited. Call to reserve your seat today. Lunch will be catered by Danny's Fins and Hens. Call Ray Lee Equipment, 806-647-3324, or Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Office, 806-647-4115. Parkview Nursing Care Center needs to hire an activities assistant. It's part-time work, mainly on the weekends and special occasions. Contact for more information on the job Janice Morrison, the activity director at Parkview Nursing Care Center, 806-272-7578. That's the Parkview Nursing Care Center needs to hire an activities assistant. It's part-time, working mainly on the weekends and on special occasions. Contact the activity director, Janice Morrison, by calling 806-272-7578. The Parkview Nursing Care Center is overlooking our new city park at 1100 West Avenue J.
A grief support group will start meeting at the Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe on next week, Wednesday, March the 4th, and will meet from 5:30 to 7:30 every Wednesday through May the 25th. However, each session is self-contained, and you can come every Wednesday or once or twice whenever you would like. Grief Share helps and encourages everyone after the death of a spouse, a child, a family member, or a friend. Grief Share is a support group that meets weekly starting next week here in Muleshoe at the Calvary Baptist Church. You'll find it to be a warm, caring environment and will come to see your group as an oasis on your long journey through grief. There are 3 key parts to these sessions. There is a video seminar, encouraging information-packed video featuring leading grief recovery experts. Also, a support group, a small group discussion about the weekly video. And then there is journaling in a workbook about your personal study. And also, it will reinforce the weekly session. Every session is self-contained. So if you want to come once or every time, the leaders are Crystal Albertson Reyna and her husband Charlie Reyna. And the workbook is going to be only $15. If you already have been through a grief share and you just need to go through it again, then just bring the workbook you already have. That will start on Wednesday evening, March the 4th, from 5:30 to 7:30. Each session is 2 hours long at the Calvary Baptist Church at 1733 West Avenue C in Muleshoe. Everyone is most welcome. Diane Skipworth at Dillman Elementary School announces that the PE classes at Dillman will have a program on Thursday, March the 5th at 9 o'clock at Dillman Elementary School gym, or they will have it also at Watson Junior High School gym at 6 that same evening. On your prayer list, please remember Danny Ramirez, one of our fine Muleshoe City postal carriers. He will have shoulder surgery on Friday, March the 6th at North Star in Lubbock. Daryl Embry, we're glad to say, has come home on Sunday from Heart Hospital in Lubbock and is doing well, according to his wife, Kathy Embry. So that's a prayer of praise for Daryl Embry. Also, the families of John H. Puckett, 72, of Muleshoe, Dora Bell Angeli, 97, formerly longtime resident of Earth, and also remember Whitney Nixon of Muleshoe and her family, as her grandmother died last week in Post. Also remember Helen Free in the swing bed at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Phyllis Carry On, Frances Miramontes and her husband Philip and their family, Delmer Clements and his wife Pat and their family, and Delmer Clements is undergoing chemotherapy in Lubbock for lymphoma. Larry Thornton is coming home from Baylor Hospital in Dallas, and he is the editor of the Muleshoe Journal, and he was taken there late last week from the Heart Center at Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock, and he is awaiting a heart transplant, and that probably will take the next 2 to 3 months. Remember Larry Thornton and his wife Diane and all of their family in your prayers. Phyllis Angeli, who had surgery on February the 18th in Lubbock. Please remember Phyllis and her family. She formerly lived in Muleshoe so many, many years and even grew up here. Remember Ruth Briscoe and her family also in your prayers. Well, it's just about time for us to go now on the Muletrain news. So get up there, Little Red. Come on, Corina, Hiya, Arbutus, Andale, Monkey Paw, Julia, Gray, Isla, and Ole.
Mule never stop. Clippity-clap, clippity-clap.
And this edition of the Muletrain News has been brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can find the last 10 Muletrain News programs on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top of the page. Also, our last Muletrain News program is rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. The Adventures of Banner and Jug. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They are celebrating 75 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas program with Tumbleweed Smith.
Banner Swindell of Menard has a legal name, but nobody uses it.
When I was a youngster, my dad had a Banner delivery service selling Banner milk. They'd bring it from Banner's Dairy in San Angelo, and we would deliver it from house to house. So it started out Banner Special, but through the years it shortened down to Banner. They had an ice cream, they called it Banner Special. So that's how I got the name.
Menard had a popular black man named Jug Shannon.
Yeah, Jug's my buddy. And he cleaned windows downtown and shined shoes. He shined shoes in the Palace Barbershop. He kept us all in line. He could see us out late at night or something, said, "You boys go home right now, I'm going to tell your mother and daddy." Well, we went. He's a man of principle. All of us loved him.
Banner played high school football for Menard.
Jug was our trainer in football. We stopped there in El Dorado. He had prepared a meal for us, this restaurant owner. We didn't touch our plates till Coach gave a prayer, and then we'd eat. But everybody started the same. We saw Jug and Coach Wheeler coming out up the aisle from the bottom of the cafe, the front of the cafe, and we said, "What's wrong, Coach?" He said, "Come on, we're leaving. They won't feed Jug." He said, "Come on, we're all going to get on the bus." And we all left and got on the bus, and he said, "Okay." The proprietor went out, and he said, "They all come back in, I'll feed him. And he said, "I'm going to put it up to a vote. Who wants to go eat or who wants to go play without eating?" And it was unanimous. We played without eating. We just left him standing. Coach said, "Okay, let's go." Prior to the game, Coach Wheeler said, "I'm leaving the dressing room. Jug wants to talk to y'all." And he walked in, and he stood there with his hand on his hips and looked around. And he said, "Boys, I've never asked a team to do this for me." But he said, "Play this game for me." We could have beat the Green Bay Packers.
Banner Swindell of Menard. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen, branch office administrator as well. Dana Rempe can assist you with any of your financial needs, no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Wednesday, February the 25th, 2015 at 11:40 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are little changed as investors weigh comments from Fed Chair Yellen, who began her second day of testimony before Congress. In yesterday's testimony, the Fed Chair stated that the Fed is preparing to consider increases on a meeting-by-meeting basis, a subtle change that may lead the foundation for the central bank's first rate hike since 2006. In economic news, mortgage applications declined less than expected last week, and new home sales were flat compared to an expected decline of 2.3% in January. U.S. bond prices are declining after advancing yesterday afternoon as investors weigh the timing of potential Fed rate changes. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is consumer discretionary, while the worst performing sector is utilities. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 13 points to 18,222. The S&P 500 index is up 0.38 at 2,115, and the Nasdaq Composite Index is up 5 points to 4,974. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate, with 297 million shares traded. Advancers are outnumbering decliners by a narrow margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is up $3 to $1,204. The spot price of silver is up 21 cents to $16.50, and crude oil prices are down 17 cents to $49.11. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.58%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.97%. In stocks of local interest, Apple is down $1.19 to $130.98. ConocoPhillips is up 16 cents to $67.27. Johnson & Johnson is down 38 cents to $100.32. AT&T is down a penny to $34.04. Pfizer is down 8 cents to $34.26. Target is up 16 cents to $77.11. Xcel Energy is down 44 cents to $35.91. ExxonMobil is up 2 cents to $89.44. Walmart is down 56 cents to $84.02. And Procter & Gamble is up 7 cents to $85.57. This is Dana Ribby of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.